Hi, this is Dr. Tom Gerard, and we're in Module 3 of Principles of Marketing, a marketing course for entry-level college students that's taken Principles of Marketing. And we are in Module 3, and we're beginning to look at the first of the 4 P's, which is product. Okay, so since we're in the middle of Module 3, we're just starting actually Module 3 in our Principles of Marketing, and I'm using the McGraw-Hill Principles of Marketing book, and you know, this is a 6th edition that I'm using, but there is the 5th edition, which is relatively the same, and now even the 7th edition is out. I'll provide a link if you don't have that book and would like to get a copy. But this is an entry-level Principles of Marketing, but it's a great book. It touches on a lot of things. So we're beginning Module 3. So here is where we're headed. This was from the beginning of the whole plan that we're going through. So the marketing plan, we have the planning phase, which we talked about in Module 1 and 2, which included our SWOT analysis. Our section that we're in now is implementation phase, implementation of the marketing plan. And we're starting step 4, which is the 4 P's, product, price, place, and promotion. Now, we're going to spend the majority of the rest of our time in Module 3 and 4 on these 4 things, because product, price, place, and promotion is the core of really the marketing plan that we all think about. And of course, the last part, the control phase and evaluating our marketing plan. So let's go right into talking. Now, here's another little bit more about the 4 P's. We call it the 4 P's, right? Product, price, promotion, and place. And right now, and we're talking about value. We're in the earlier section we talked about, we're in the value creating era of marketing. And so market creation is what your product is designed to do. Again, we're going to talk a lot about branding in this section, but let's just enter into the product itself. So yeah, the actual product, complexity of products. So a product is complex. Oh, sorry, I moved my little picture around here. The actual product itself, the brand that product's associated with, the quality that we associate with maybe the brand, right, or that product. But of course, where we think about quality, a lot of times we have that in our mind as it relates to the brand. The packaging, features, and design. And then down here we have the associated services, the things that's behind that product, the financing, how do we purchase it, pay for it, the product warranty, the product support. But at the core of this is creating customer value, because we have to create customer value. That's what the era of marketing we're in. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about types of products. So if I'm out and I'm trying to replace a tire on my car, I have a specific tire that I'm looking for. And that's what we call a specialty product. A specialty product. I already know what I want because this is what I need. I need a tire for this car. I need a battery for my laptop. Things that I already specifically know that I'm looking for. The shopping is a little bit different, because maybe I could use, maybe I'm going to replace all 4 tires instead of just 1. And now I'm going to go shopping, because now I'm going to look at different brands and different warranties and different things like that. So even though I'm really buying a specialty item, now I'm shopping a little bit. But again, think about maybe an outfit you're purchasing. Maybe you're going to a wedding or an event, and you're looking for a specific outfit. So you go out shopping for things, but you don't really go out with a specific thing in mind where I have to have this specific one. I suppose if you're the bridesmaid and everybody else is wearing that, you would have a specialty item, right? But if you're shopping for an outfit, then you go out in that. Now, convenience, That's exactly what it says. So we all know the definition of convenience store, right? We go in, we get gasoline, we run in to pay, or we run in and we get a Coke and a hot dog or a bag of chips. Those are convenience items, and frankly, that's why they call them convenience stores, right? It's not something I'm going to be really going shopping. I don't go to the local convenience store to go shopping. I'm going to go there to get gas. I might go and get myself a sandwich or a drink, but I'm purchasing these things just because they're convenient. Think about in the store, when I'm at the store and I'm going to the grocery store to get my milk and bread, but I normally buy my laundry detergent, say at Target or Walmart or Sam's Club, something like that. But I'm at the grocery store today. I know I need laundry detergent, and it's convenient because I'm already there purchasing my groceries. Okay, so that's again a convenience type product. So remember, when we're talking about marketing, we're talking about how are we marketing to our product to each of these types of things. So a product could be multiple categories. So here's the last one. Is called unsought. That is, we went into the convenience store because we wanted to get a cold drink and a bag of chips or something. But when I'm walking out, I saw something that I was unsought. Maybe it was an energy drink that's up at the counter. Maybe I'm at the grocery store again, and there's one of those tabloid magazines that's got something I'm interested in. Those are things that are unsought. They're like impulse. I'm just going to grab it. I wasn't really shopping for it. It wasn't in there because it was convenient. I just happened to see it. And a lot of times, marketers are always targeting this category because we know that position in the store, which we cover later, obviously, is a big deal, right? And those unsought items are the ones that they want us to see when we do come in, when we are shopping, or maybe we are coming in for a specialty item or convenience, but we want the marketer or the store or wherever it is that we're at, even if it's online, they want us to pick up those unsought items. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the product mix. So the product mix is the assortment of items that a firm offers. Okay, so a firm offers maybe one or two items, or maybe they offer thousands, like a lot of the big brands that we know. So now we divide the product mix up into product lines. These are groups of associated items. And in fact, the best way to see this is take a look at this, right? The product line is divided up between the number of products we have, the breadth, right? And we're going to see an example of this to make it a little more simple for you. And the depth, the number of categories within a product line. So in a product line, so let's take a look at Mercedes. This is an example in my book. Mercedes-Benz has cars, and these are the class cars. Here's the AMG class cars. Smart cars, and then the Mercedes vans, and then you could even have the Mercedes semi trucks, and on it goes, the motorhomes or whatever. Those would be product lines, right? How many items are in the product line is the depth. Now at this point, I like to refer, and when I'm teaching on ground class, or I always like to use other people's YouTube videos because and I pick and choose them based upon whether or not they're exemplifying the material that we're talking about in that day. So I'm going to promote some videos as we go forward. Here's one. This guy is called Company Man is his YouTube website. He's great, got a lot of great videos on there, especially if you're a business student. But one that I like to show right here is Mars Incorporated, Bigger Than You Know. And again, I'll put the link to this in the description. So, Mars is M&Ms, right? Now, I'm not going to tell you all about M&Ms because I'm going to let you watch the video. But we're talking about, remember, we're talking about breadth and depth here. The number of product lines and the number of products within that line. So, if you watch the video, you'll see that we think of Mars as kind of a candy company and actually chocolate. And here's their chocolate brands. So here, under chocolate, say this is Mars chocolate products. here we go. We've got Milky Way, Snickers, Three Musketeers, M&M's, of course, Twix, and this is maybe my chocolate line. But if we continue looking at them, well, they also own the Wrigley's brand, which has the gum line, right? They have gum, and then we continue and we have other lines. So this is the Skittles line with Starburst, Altoids, Lifesavers. They have that broad line, and then they even have Uncle Ben's rice, and they have Pedigree and Iams dog food. And so what we're talking about here is the breadth, the number of the product lines. So wow, they got chocolate candy, I guess you might, chocolate candy, the gum, then they have non-chocolate candy, they have rice, they also have Whiskas cat food, other brands of dog foods, of pet food, and so they have a lot of breadth, right? This is the breadth, the number of product lines. But also within the product line, if we said, okay, what do they have in the chocolate line, the chocolate candy line? Well, they have Milky Way, Snickers, Mars, M&M's, and so on, right? So that would be the depth. So within the chocolate line of Mars, we have the depth. So I think you think that's more interesting than this Mercedes. You know, maybe you're a car person, and that's interesting. But you know, I love to eat snacks, and so anything that has to do with snacks and food, you know, I get a little bit more interest. Let's put it that way. So have an M&M and relax and enjoy it. But remember, when you're eating the M&M, that the Mars company creates all of these other breadths in their product line, and within the product line they have the depth. Okay, so before we finish this section, we want to talk a little bit about a company when they want to increase their product line, and they can increase their product line by increasing their depth. Like Band-Aid has 40 different products. They're all Band-Aids, but they're all different Band-Aids. If we're talking about Mars, we'd be talking about the chocolate bar line, and we're making more chocolate bars. We could also increase the breadth. That means we're going to start new product lines. So here, True Religion brand jeans is now a lifestyle brand with apparel, belts, swimwear, and fragrances. So they're expanding the different types of products that they offer. So like Mars has the chocolate line, the non-chocolate line, they have the rice and dog food and all these things, and they might add other unrelated items to chocolate. And we'll see later that that's part of their branding strategy when we get to branding. We could also decrease our depth. So McCormick, which is a spice company, have many spices, and it says here every year they eliminate dozens of different spices because they find out what is selling, what's not selling, a lot of different things like that goes into those decisions. But we see here that they could decrease their depth, and they could also decrease the breadth. So maybe Mars is no longer interested in being in the rice business, and they sell off the Uncle Ben's to another food company, and so they're no longer in the rice business. So the one more thing I want to do now before we leave this particular section is the one we're talking about, increasing our product line. This is a great video. It's watchmojo.com. If you're not familiar with that YouTube website, it's great. It's got all kinds of stuff on here. But this is the top 10 failed Coke products. So when we're talking about increasing breadth or depth in our product line, this is a great video to watch, where some of the things, 10 of them, that Coke tried to increase their product line, and it was unsuccessful. So this is a great video too. I'll supply the link in the description for this as well. So, and now our next section is going to be on product and branding. So come back for that. Thanks.